welcome to the video. Today, I'm actually going to put my hat on because that is awful. Today, I'm going to be taking you through how I manage food on a busy travel day as a busy professional. Okay, something a lot of people, a lot of our clients struggle with initially is understanding what to do when you're traveling, you're on the road, or you're away from your standard routine around the house or around an office. Maybe you've got a business lunch, which is what I've got today. So I'm going to take you guys along with me. We've got a train to Paddington at around 9 a.m. We're going for a business lunch, 3-course, starter, main and dessert. I'll show you all of it, but I'll talk you through as we go through the video my protocol around managing my nutrition when that is the case. First things first, priorities, cardio time. So many people say they don't have the time to work out. Find the time, get up earlier, slot it in your day, put it in your calendar the same way you would a business meeting. All right, prioritize your workouts. It's the foundation of your day. It's the foundation of as a human, really, your health, your fitness, your longevity, your mental acuity, everything. So first things first, let's go get the session. Cardio done, sauna done. Let's break down what the plan is nutritionally to navigate this day in the best way possible.
Okay, so I'm going to run you through my protocol in terms of nutrition on a day like today. Like, how can you ensure you stay on track, you stay within calories? Now, first things first, depending on whether you're looking to grow muscle, looking to maintain your weight, looking to lose fat, or simply, improve performance and just lead a healthy lifestyle, you must have an idea of the calorie target. Otherwise, you are literally just guessing throughout the day. You'll have high days, you'll have low days, and that system does not work if you want to maintain a healthy physique, longevity, and a system around your lifestyle that works and gives you balance. And balance is a really, really key word here. So first step is have your calorie goal. For me right now, it's around 2,700 calories. And I'm protein biased always. I try and keep my carbs as low as possible. So although I'm not keto, carbs are slightly lower, fats are slightly higher, and protein is very high. I do that because it works for me. Again, you've got to understand your goals. You've got to understand you as an individual. For me, carbs slow me down. That is going to be the same for you in most cases. I'm very, very smart with when I eat my carbs. Usually it's around training. Outside of that, I don't consume a whole lot of them because it literally drains blood, oxygen, energy from your brain to your gut to digest them. So, your cognitive function is worsened when you eat carbohydrates after you eat carbohydrates. So I certainly don't eat them in the morning. That's a little glimpse into what I do, and I'll break that down in another video. But today, I'm going to run you through the system. So first things first, we are going to a business lunch in London, very nice hotel. Bit of networking. We've got starters, mains, and desserts. Now, you don't want to be that person who shoves the dessert plate to the side, makes everyone else feel uncomfortable. But you also don't want to be that person that has eaten your breakfast, eaten your lunch, goes and has the 3-course meal, and then because it's late, picks up a takeaway on the way home. First things first, I'll assess that meal. So I'll look at that meal. Because I've done this for a long time now, I've been in tune with my body and the nutrition I'm taking. I'll be able to understand within reason the macros and the calories of that specific meal. Now, I estimate between the starter, the main, and the dessert today, I'm likely going to be consuming around not far off 2,000 calories, which, if you take my daily goal that I discussed, leaves me with around 700 calories left. Okay. Now, of course, it's not always going to be feasible to have those starter, main, dessert, 700 calories and call it a day. But you have to have the system in place. So this is what I'm doing. This is what has always worked for me and has always worked for many of my clients. First things first, prioritize training on that day. I got up early today. I got to the gym. I executed on my cardio. I got in the sauna. I moved. All right. I gave my body the desire for some fuel. So prioritizing your training on any day, not just a day like this, is absolutely key. Do not use the excuse of time. Do not use the excuse of I'm getting up to travel early. Find the time, make the time. It's literally a mindset. What I will then do is fast. So I estimate we're eating around 1:30, 2:00. I'm gonna fast until 1:30, 2:00. Now, why will I do this? Some of you have the perspective, I can't physically do that, I get too hungry. I love being in a fasted state. Again, when we talk about productivity, cognitive function, sharpness, being in a fasted state, if you relate it all the way back to, hunter-gatherers, when we had eaten, we are, cognitively slower, we're less sharp, we don't need to be as primed and sharp, we've just eaten, we're satisfied. When we need to be sharp is when we're on the hunt. We're hungry, we're fasted, we haven't eaten for a while, we're on the hunt, we're dialed in, we're tracking prey. That state is what we need to replicate when it comes to being at your best. I love personally being in that state. Also, autophagy within the body is the process of the body essentially rejuvenating itself and getting rid of dead, redundant cells. Now, for health longevity, do your research. Maybe I'll do a podcast episode on this as well. Everyone should implement this in some way, shape, or form into their lifestyle, in my personal opinion. So there are 2 reasons why I will fast. Now, I usually fast to around midday, so fasting to 2 o'clock is going to challenge me. But equally, I know in that one sitting, I'm going to have around 2,000 calories. That sitting will take me through, so the event is around 1 p.m. till 5 p.m. I'm then going to make my way to London Paddington Station. The train is at 6:34, I believe. So I've got a little bit of period within that before I get on the train to assess, okay, am I going to eat now? It's 6:30. It's around, around tea time here in the UK. Am I going to eat? Am I hungry enough? And if so, what am I going to eat? I will assess that in the moment. If I do not feel that hungry, then I will push it. Equally, like I'm getting a 2-hour train ride. It's important to be smart and in tune with your macros. I have a protein goal. On days in which I'm out of my routine, my main focus is my protein goal. There's not a huge amount of control around the other things, but I'm ensuring I hit my protein. So what I may do, and I will show this, whether it's on this camera or on my phone, I will find a shop near London Paddington or in London Paddington, I will find a protein source, protein bar, protein shake, meat, whatever it may be, something I can find that's going to help me get to that goal without going over calories. I know in my head roughly I've got around 700 calories left. As long as I don't go over that, I'm going to be fine. And then I've got to assess, I get home, I'm going to be home around 9:15, 9 o'clock. Do I want to eat then? Now, because of my routine, I'm going to be getting ready to go to bed. You don't want to eat circa 90 minutes before going to bed. It can disrupt your sleep. So I'm likely not going to be eating before I go to bed. So the likelihood is, and it would make sense too, before I get on the train, buy something I can eat on the train. It takes me, I've got 700 calories to play with roughly, but I need it to be protein biased because I've just had a load of fat, a load of carbohydrates within that starter, main, dessert, and then that would be me done for the day. It's a super simple strategy, but what it does take is planning, foresight, and an understanding of your calorie target. And a lot of people don't have that. A lot of people are, it's guesswork. They're just going about their day, trying to make some smart choices. Often what people do is do nothing, until they think, I'm absolutely starving now. The 3-course meal will come, they'll eat it really, really quickly. And because they've had no system in place, they're starving after. They will, get some fast food on the way home because they know they're going to be home late and not have time to make tea or something. So it's, again, having that system. So hopefully that gives you some insight into the protocol that I use. It's not always going to feel that simple to you. There's going to be days that are slightly more challenging than that, but I'll take you with me on this journey. I think I'm going to film the rest of it on my phone rather than taking this camera with me. So slight change in audio, slight change in video quality. Apologies for that, but I will show you what I do. First of all, I'll show you the food, and I'll show you what I do as well after that, given the timescales, given what I've got left, given the amount of food that we get, because that's also hard to project. I'll take you guys along for the ride. Hopefully you found this useful so far. If you have, drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. Yes, I am filming in the toilet. Quick update, been a delay between Reading and London. Something's happening, typical fashion. Don't know if we're going to be late to the business lunch. Hopefully you can hear me, by the way, it's very loud, yeah. Means our eating window is going to be pushed back a little bit, not a huge concern. Little trick, caffeine blunts your appetite. So I picked up an Americano, waiting at the train station to board the train. That sorted me out, don't feel hungry. Good workflow, getting some work done whilst we're on here. Amidst the awful Wi-Fi that they provide. I'll keep you updated how we go. Let's go. Cheers, mate. 1, 2, 3. Consistency!
State of mind. Do you have a state of mind? It was a healthy.
It's currently 9:30. It's been an incredible day. In terms of food, it actually didn't turn out the way that I expected it in terms of the 3-course meals that we had. Um, Amazing quality food, not a huge amount of quantity, which is great, helps us stay within the calorie range. So I'm actually short on calories, particularly like I'm not going to hit my macro goals today. Important to note, that's okay. Like these days aren't every single day, so it's fine within reason. But do what you can. Now I'm due to go to bed. I'm gonna eat something because one, I'm really hungry, but two, I want to get close, particularly to my protein goal. So being really smart around what I eat now, something that is low on the glycemic index, which means it's not going to spike my blood sugar levels, impact my sleep too much, but something that allows me to, one, get a good amount of protein to end the day, and two, get a decent amount of calories in as little volume as possible because I'm about to get to sleep. So what we've got is, by the way, I'm filming this on my front facing camera on my iPhone. The camera's run out of battery. I'll summarize this video and it'll be on the camera next so the quality will be better. But we've got a bowl of 0% fat Greek yogurt. We've then mixed in 25 grams of vanilla protein powder. We've then got 10 grams, I think it's actually 12 grams of dark chocolate, 85% cocoa. So fats in there, and then we've got 15 grams of peanut butter for some fats as well. So balanced, decent calories wise, high protein. That's my last meal of the day. I will summarize everything tomorrow. Yeah, let's go get some sleep. It's been a good day.
Right, it's the next day, the morning after, and to summarize this video, I just want to run you through the strategy I used on the day, and to let you know, I massively underballed it. I've been doing this for close to a decade now. I've been working with people for similar sort of time, and even I am not 100% accurate. With that being said, it's better to underball it than overdo it, right? 100%. So let me take you through the strategy that I was using in my head and how it ended up playing out. I was estimating that I would be consuming around 2,000 calories at that brunch. Now, I should have known I was going to a place of quality and not quantity, right? So I had, and another thing to stress, so I was going to a business lunch. A lot of the time with a business lunch, you pre-pick your food. So you get a menu to choose from, you choose off that menu. I made really smart choices about a month and a half ago, and that is the first step of this process. Make smart choices. I had a lentil soup. That lentil soup was circa 150 calories, no more. Genuinely, I had no bread, lentils, veg, little sodium, watery base. Very nice though. Main, I had a cod on a bed of like mashed cauliflower, tender stem broccoli, and then some cheese sauce. Portion size, not very big. Cheese sauce wasn't covered, it was just a dressing. That is probably around 400 calories. The dessert, chocolate mousse, not the smartest choice, but I've got a sweet tooth, right? Again, not massive, calorie dense, given its size, but its size was small. Still estimate that to be around 200 calories. So if we add all of those up, we're at 4, 6, around 750 calories for that whole meal, okay? I fasted all day up until that point, so until 1 p.m. What I haven't told you, and I'm gonna tell you now, is the first thing I had that day, which is dreadful, do not do it, is a glass of champagne. I don't even like champagne, but I was being social. So let's say we add on 120, it wouldn't even be that, but let's say 100 for that. We're at 850 calories for the whole day. So I was way off. Obviously, I can't pre-plan what the food's gonna look like, how big it is. What I could have done though, if you wanna be really intricate with it, now you guys are busy, so I don't expect you to do this, but find out where you're going. In my case, the Reform Social Grill. Go onto their menu, go onto their Instagram, have a look at the portions. Have a look at your actual meal that you're gonna be eating. It genuinely actually takes 30 seconds to do. It sounds a bit over the top, but have a look, oh, that's not very big. And you can prepare. I didn't do that, and I paid the price. So I was sitting at around 850 calories. Then it was straight after lunch. It was a busy lunch, great experience. Some amazing people there actually, off topic. Got to the train station. Now at the train station, I was kind of planning of going and getting myself some food that's gonna see me through for the rest of the evening, right? I didn't get to the train station till around 6:30. Actually, no, that's not true. It was around 6 o'clock. Trains leaves at, it was meant to leave at 6:34. Ended up being delayed. We all had to watch this big board to see what platform it was going to be on. It was a big rush. I was planning on going to get some food. I didn't in the end. What I did do, as you've seen in the clip, I stood opposite Burger King watching the board. And what I saw is 50, 60, maybe more people. And I reserve judgment, of course, but probably shouldn't have been going to Burger King. But finished a busy work day. Obviously hadn't pre-planned their food, probably hadn't eaten for a while. The cortisol levels may have been high and the cravings start to kick in. They see Burger King and they're sold. So they're straight in, order their food, chips, burger, whatever it may be, and then they eat that whilst waiting for the train. Get on the train, they're probably in a carb coma, have a nap, and then it's home time, repeat to do it all again. And it just reminded me, like, it's the lack of knowledge and understanding. And that's why I want to bring these videos to you guys. This is slightly off topic, but the amount of people that were passing through, ordering and eating that food at that time on a Thursday evening it wasn't shocking because I know, but I haven't been faced with it like that for a long time. So again, real motivation for this video. But so again, what I was going to do, go to somewhere like that, WH Smith, which is a UK, like a convenience retailer almost, and find maybe a balanced sandwich or something that I can eat that wasn't too bad nutritionally. I actually came prepared. I didn't do that because I had to watch the board. And actually, I wasn't overly hungry. My main strategy on these days is focus on protein. So make sure I am getting close to my protein level. Don't even worry about carbs and fats. Proteins and calories on days where you're out of routine, you're traveling, you're client entertaining. Protein and calories. If you're going for food, protein-based and vegetables, steak and vegetables, chicken, vegetables, smart choices. Stay away from beers, wines where possible, which is exactly what I did, except the champagne. And then again, be prepared. So I took with me the protein bar, which you saw, the Grenade protein bar, the best protein bar I've ever tasted, by the way. It's incredible. They're around just over, I think, over 200 calories. Not too bad on carbohydrates, of course. Protein, pretty good, just over 20 grams. Taste unbelievable, which is of course really important as well. So that took me up to around the 1,000 calorie mark. Got home and then you saw the last meal. So some Greek yogurt, some protein. And the whole idea behind that meal was fats would have been low all day relatively. Get fats up. So per gram of fat, there's 9 calories. Per gram of carbs and protein, there's 4 calories. So increase the grams in the fat, you're going to bump your calories up. And I needed to do that because I knew I was low. Also the double dose of the protein powder with the Greek yogurt, I'm increasing my protein level. Now, protein wouldn't have been too bad because the cod, the lentil soup, the protein bar, and that. So I was probably 50 grams short of my protein goal, way short of my fat goal and my carbohydrate goal. I would have ended the day around 1,600 calories. So over 1,000 out of where like my goal is, my daily target is. And again, just to stress, so important, have that daily target. I talked about it earlier. You have to have an understanding of what you're shooting for. Same as business. Like if you don't have a business projection or forecast or core offer or goal or value or mission statement, you don't know where you're going. So how can you provide a world-class service, provide a world-class product, talk to your audience, resonate with your audience if you don't know the journey that you're going on, where you're trying to take them or what your product's trying to do? It doesn't work in business. It doesn't work in health and fitness. You have to have that target and work to find out that target or seek someone that can help you. So I had that goal. So I'm massively under. Now, I want to touch on what I'm going to do today, because maybe what some people would do if they had that knowledge, it's a Friday today. So they think, oh, do you know what? I was just 1,000 calories under yesterday. Gonna go take away tonight. What you will do is always better to fall under than over, of course. All you will do is upset your digestive tract, and to have that mentality of like chasing something and it feeling okay is quite dangerous. So my protocol is exactly the same. Fast till around midday, balanced lunch or brunch, I guess you call it here in the UK or of the world. I don't think that's a UK statement, is it? Anywhere in the world. I typically have like piece of sourdough, wholemeal bread, some ham, eggs, avocado on that. And that's the first meal, nice and balanced. So again, I've done that. I've increased my protein intake today. So I've had a protein shake when I wouldn't usually have a protein shake. Yesterday, I know I was under. You have to be cautious of how much protein you're actually going to use and synthesize, so I'm not going to overdo it too much. And then today's just going to be a normal day for me, and I'll pick up where I left off. Going into this weekend, I've got a football match tomorrow. My expenditure is going to be even higher, but I've got a family celebration. Mother-in-law's birthday, we're going out to a really nice restaurant. It's essentially all you can eat. I'm going to have to execute on some balance again, but I can afford to go slightly over because of today and yesterday. And that's an insight to the strategies that I will use, the strategies that I coach my clients to use, who are, again, busy professionals, salespeople, business leaders, executives who travel a lot, they're on the road. They don't necessarily have the mental bandwidth to constantly pre-plan. This is a skill, and a skill you must work at and put time and effort into. Don't just rock about your day, forget to eat, get to a point where you're really stressed, hungry, turn to the quickest thing, which is usually fast food, and just do that on repeat. Have somewhat of a strategy in place, and if you don't, as I said, seek someone that can help you. I hope this video has brought you value. To anyone who's in the video from the business lunch who shouted the word consistency, I love you all forever. You're all fantastic. It was a great day. Pleasure to meet you all. Hopefully you will watch this. If you found any value, please do drop a like, drop a comment below with the number one obstacle you face when it comes to nutrition. I'll get back to all of you, and maybe I'll pick one of you to send a nutrition template to. I'll build a nutrition template for you as well. Hit the subscribe button. Again, big things for this. I want to bring so much value and continue to do these. These videos will get better. But first and foremost, thank you for watching. Thank you if you got to this point, and good luck this weekend in balancing your nutrition. Good luck this week in balancing your nutrition whenever you're watching this. And you know where I am if you ever need some advice, some tips. Drop me a message on LinkedIn, Jamie Harrison, the consistency coach. Same on Instagram, _consistency_coach, and the same on Facebook. Okay, drop me a message. Happy to help. Tons of free resource. Take care. I'll see you soon.